Welcome back. This is just an overview of the yesterday's game. We had the Texans versus Carolina. Um, Another day with not a good showing. Got tossed around 49-21 by Kylo Ren and the Knights Ren. So let's get off into the score box here and check out and see what happened and what went wrong. Uh, was playing good, and then second half it was just nothing to do. I mean, we just pretty much shut it down right from then there on. We had 410 yards offensive to his 525, rushing yards 188 to 114. We had the offensive passing 337 to my 296, so that was another big difference. He just pretty much dominated. Um, First downs 23, only got 14, so we're just gonna have to bump it up and start trying to move the ball. I mean, that's what it really just boils down to, man. We're not moving the ball when we need it. Punt yards, didn't nobody really punt except for me. So the yards gains, as you can see, 525 to 417. That whole 100 yards plus made a big difference. Turnovers, he did not have any turnovers. I turned over the ball 4 times. Three third down conversions, he wound up getting 7. I only did 4. Fourth down conversions, he did 1. I did 0. Red zone percentage was higher. He had 5 red zone TDs to my 2 red zone TDs, so we could not keep him out of the red zone. And pretty much that just really just killed it right there. I mean, time possession, still not holding the ball long enough. Everybody's holding the ball longer than me, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong on that. I mean, I guess because he's had more time with the ball, I guess, because I turned it over. Could be. But hey, just gonna have to work on getting those turnovers down. So far, that's been, I want to say 3 every week so far, at least an average of 3 every week. So, we'll just have to see. Let's get off into the player stats. We'll go ahead and look at it one by one first, and we will start off with the Texans. We got Deshaun Watson. He actually had a decent rating today with a 110, 252 yards, 3 touchdowns. Also threw 3 INTs, so that should put him like at 9 or 10, something like that for the season. Wound up getting, he had a long ball for 71, got sacked 2 times, which wasn't bad. I thought it was more than that, because I swore he was back there in the backfield with me a lot. So he bumped up his completed percentage, so that's good. Out of 22 attempts, he hit 16. Could have been a little bit lower, but I went on ahead and let Davis Mills get in a little work since the game was already done, pretty much. He wound up getting 1 INT, no touchdowns. He threw for a 64-yard bomb, so that was good. He only got sacked 1 time, that was good. He completed 2 out of 6 attempts. 33 percentage. So, like I said, the game was done with once we hit the 4th quarter. So, you gotta let some of these young guys get some reps in. I mean, it was a short week for us anyway, so we already knew the offense and the defense was gonna react tired, low stamina. So it don't hurt to rotate some of them guys in, man. I mean, these are guys that you drafted, so you got to get them into the system, get them known the system. That way you can know if you're going to keep them or we're going to get rid of some of these guys. So, got Philip Lindsay. He had an okay day. He had 10 attempts for 90 yards. He was averaging 9 yards a carry, so that was good. We should have kept him a little bit more involved, but he actually started getting shut down a lot during the second. So, I mean, it was just all around. He killed the pass and the run. So, it really wasn't nothing we could do. So, yeah, 1 broken tackle. The longest was for 54. So, yeah, he had actually a decent little day here. We tried to rotate everybody in. I mean, we had Johnson with 2 attempts for 12 yards. He was averaging 6. None of my running backs got any touchdowns. Guess that's because we couldn't break the end zone. I mean, get in the end zone when we was on the goal line. So wound up getting Mark Ingram had 12 yards for 5, and I believe that was it. Cooks had 1 broken tackle, but I don't know what for, unless we threw it on the slot pass. Wide receiving. This is where we're gonna have to pick up and improve, and I think this is where we're having problems with just only getting the 13 to 14 first downs. Gotta get the ball to some of these wide receivers instead of our tight end, because he pretty much been carrying the load since the season started. I mean, he walked away with 7 receptions for 95 yards, 2 touchdowns, 36 yards after catch, averaging 5.1. Longest reception was 26, so he did okay. Cooks 2 receptions, and I can't believe. I mean, I'm not targeting my wide receivers because I don't ever see them open. I mean, even when I'm running short, they're just getting locked on, so I'm not seeing anything. So it's just forcing me to dump the ball off short. So yeah, Cooks had 2 receptions for 89 yards. He actually had 1 touchdown today, so that was good and boosting up his morale. I hope it develops a little bit more. He actually had a long one for 71, so he had the longest of everybody on the group. We had Johnson. He had a long reception for 64. He had 2 for 66, so he actually was, wherever we hit him at, had to get 30 yards average. 25.5. So on his reception, so we might start trying to look for him a little bit more, I guess. Nico Collins, he actually had a decent 2 receptions for 41. So that means there was 20 yards each reception. No, 10 yards each reception. Well, almost 10, something like that. He had a 22 yard after catch. I want to get him more involved, but we're going to have to work on getting his release and whatnot up a little bit more before we just actually let him take the field and be a starter. So, I mean, I'd like to use the height, 6'4" at 215 pounds. That'd be a nice guy to have on the outside, but it's still year 1, so we're going to have to try to sneak him in, get him a little XP, and then see what we can do. Because like I said, we are rebuilding this whole squad pretty much this year. I mean, everybody got shipped off, so got a lot of work to do. We had Akins. He had 1 for 13. Lindsey had 2 for 12. Conley had 2 for 8. And this is guy here, I thought he would be more involved because the last game he actually was taking a little bit of the load off the tight end. But this game he was just like non-existent. But like I said, it was a short week, so I think it was just constantly rotating my roster. So I really never seen who was just back there, and then I really didn't have a lot of time. So that makes a big difference. We got to do something about this offensive line. I mean, badly. Defensive wise, had 9 tackles for 6 assists, tackles, 3 solos. So Desmond King was the number 1 tackler, coming right behind. Well, it was actually a tie. 1 tackle for loss. Hill has been stepping his game up every week. So we might have to wind up swapping him and letting him go ahead and be our starting middle linebacker. I mean, he's coming through for the team. He had the big INT last game at the start of the game, so he boosted up morale real quick. So we might have to just do a little switching. I mean, he's a big guy, 6'2", so he might be able to swat some of the ball down and play a little bit better coverage than what we're getting with Cunningham. We might have to just put Cunningham back to the outside. But it's something to see. We'll have to see. We just want to make sure, don't want to be hasty and make no rush decisions and something happens. So we'll just see how it all goes. At Moreland, he tried to jump in today. He had 8 tackles, 3 assisted, 5 by himself. I'm not even gonna try to even look at any type of deflections because I know we didn't get anything. He was catching everything. He was on point. So, I mean, just one of them days. But it also, the last 3 games have been 3 of the big juggernauts of the league. So this is kind of expected, you know. All right, we got Reed. He had 7 tackles, 1 assisted, 6 solos. So he had to work today. He had 2 tackles for loss. We had Cunningham, which was non-effective really. He had 6 solo, 4 for the solo, 6 in total. 2 assisted, 2 for losses. He had okay day. Kirksey, we tried Kirksey on the outside. He had 5 total tackles. He assisted in 4. He only made 1 solo, so that was the weak link. He was running apparently to that side and just getting manhandled by the offensive line. We had Merciless, who was kind of quiet today. He had 3 tackles, 3 assisted tackles, no solo, so he was just pretty much the assist guy. Martin had an okay day. He had 2 solo, 1 assisted for a total of 3. Collins had 2 assists, 1 solo, 3 tackles in all, and 1 for the force. I don't even think we was able to even get back there really and touch that quarterback. So that pretty much knocks it out for player stats on the Texans. So let's check out his. See, this is what killed me mostly right here. This quarterback, man, he had a rating of 147, 353 yards, 6 touchdowns. I mean, he had an outstanding day. 70. This was the key. He only missed two passes. Out of his 36 tries, he only missed 2 passes. How do you do that? He had a 94% completion. So he just pretty much had a flawless day. I mean, Denard was just on point. All right, McCaffrey, he had 17 attempts for 93 yards. Hubbard had 8 for 54. Denard rushed for 3 out of 39. 3 for 39. And then DJ Moore had 3 for 2. No touchdowns. So we held him on the run for no touchdowns. He got all his touchdowns in the air. So, I mean, we are really, really weak in the defensive backfield part. I mean, we got Reed, but, I mean, everybody else is kind of still having to build up. He's the only potential superstar that we might have on defense. So, all right, getting back, we got the wide receiver. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this guy's name, but he had 12 receptions for 132 yards. He was 2 touchdowns, 6 yards after catch. His longest was 29. DJ Moore had a nice day with 91. He had a 70-yard bomb, 1 touchdown. Terrence Marshall, wide receiver, rookie. 6 receptions, 50 yards, 1 touchdown. Tremble, 2 receptions, 34 yards. McCaffrey, 7 receptions for 26 yards. McCaffrey just trying to put a little work in himself on the receiving end. Mesh those 90 yards. Hubbard, 1 reception, 15 yards, and Robbie Anderson, which I thought he would have been a lot more. Thought he would have been more involved, but he only got 1 out of 5. All right, so let's check out the defense. Reuben Foster, this guy here made 1 amazing interception, I have to say, and it was user control too. He He overran me and cut back just in time and snagged it on the low ball. And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say he took it to the house. We have to look and see. He had two interceptions, 3 solo tackles, 4 assisted for a total of 7, 2 tackles for loss. He didn't get any sacks. Well, he only averaged 21 yards on that, so we were actually able to come back and catch it. He had 3 deflections, man. I mean, they're playing the ball. Our guys did not have no type of deflections at all, so I mean, they were not even swatting at it. We had Shaq Thompson. He had 4 solo, 1 assisted, to a total of 5. 1 tackle for loss. Quan Jones, 3 solo tackles, 1 assist, 5 tackles total. 3 tackles for loss. And he had a deflection. No, he didn't have a deflection. That was this Miles Hartford. 5 solo, 1 assist. 4 solo, 1 assist, 5 total. Reddick, he only had 1 solo, 3 assisted, 4 tackles, 1 forced, 1 for loss. Burns, he had 2, 1 assist, 3 tackles, 1 loss. Callahan had 2, 1 and 1. Okay, and Horn, he had 2 and 2. I was worried about Horn. I thought he was one of them guys. Another reason why I was not trying to throw it deep. Went out of it too early, people. All right, let's check and see. We need to look. Okay, we was on the defense here. Oh, so that pretty much covered it. On his part, yeah. So like I said, he just had an outstanding day, man. I mean, his passing game was just on point. That was the killer part. That was the dagger right there. Could not stop his passing whatsoever. So yeah, that pretty much kills it. We have Buffalo Bills next week. Hopefully we can go into there. I think our teams is kind of similarly rated. Don't know their record, but here's a few other things that happen in the league we can take a look at. So that should have actually it knocked Denard down. He still is 3rd in passing yardage. We have Henry still in 2nd, Joe Mixon in 1st. We have Godwin is the receiving leader with 409 touchdowns, 17 receptions. Woods is 395 with 3. Pitts is coming in 3rd with 393. So yeah, these guys are bombing it down the field, man. Yeah, that pretty much is gonna sum up our show as far as, the statistics of things. We have some highlights and whatnot coming up of the game. Yeah, the only thing we can do is just keep on pushing. I mean, we're gonna have to decide what we're gonna do about this wide receiver core. We definitely gotta get that going. I mean, I think that would help. Lindsey is technically doing his yards, so he's getting 90 to, I'll say 50 to 90 yards a game. I mean, that you want to see your running back have 150, 200 yard game a day, but I mean, realistically, with the rating running back that he is, we're not going to hit that threshold off the top. So in order to do that, we're just going to have to start figuring out what we're going to do with the the passing game, and figure out who is going to be our go-to receiver, hands down. If we're going to have to pick a wide receiver out of the draft, we're going to have to look for somebody in free agency. I don't know. We got to get the ball moving. We got to do more than 13 to 12 first downs. I mean, that's only technically half the field. So hopefully we can figure it out. We'll do some soul searching before this next game between the Bills and maybe we can find us some type of somebody that's gonna step up for us, you know. But this is your boy Yul Brenner. We signing out for today, and we're finna get off into the highlights. And I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day, and hope y'all enjoy the show.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A handoff left, McCaffrey.
Got that one. Bring the blitz.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
Oh, y'all suck.
With another momentum play, go quickly and attack them because right now.
See if I can slide out there because I know he'll probably throw it short.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey.
Yeah. See?
That is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself.
Yeah, let's play.
And meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
On second and goal, Darnold.
Oh, nice. Can't.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
We got one. About damn time. Let's go with a big. See if we can bluff something out there.
Off of play action, Darnold. He's got his
Exception.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right.
There we go. Nice pickup. Let's cover him underneath.
7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Man, and he hits him in stride.
That was it. See if we can catch him slipping.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Watson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
Keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff for Lindsey. Lindsey, 1st down and more than that.
Go Lynn. Well, we'll keep it going. We'll give it a shot. We'll see if we can get one going.
Off of play action, it's Watson.
Oh, he snagged the bad boy. See if we can get it. If not, we'll go ahead and just throw it low to the running back. Yeah, he see it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
And he snagged it.
Don't you know who I am? I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
In case he tried to dump it off to the outside.
Out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, Way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing. It's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of...
Oh, nice snag. Nice snag.
Which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
Couldn't swat it. That was nice.
You've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory.
Oh, nice. He came back for it. He came back for it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be.
We'll take it. Oh, you're going to be over there on the bench, sir.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
Hit him, Slick. It's the blitz man, 53.
Watson now to throw.
And got him again. I know y'all guys tired, but y'all gonna have to tough it out, man. Trying to be some soldiers.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown.
Close that hole up.
Touchdown.
Tackle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And it's a short.
There we go. Get on it. Stay on.
Way open and catch the ball.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll go out.
That was nice.
Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness.
What is he scared of his line? What?
By the end of this game, he could have
Can't get nobody in there to get nothing going on.
Darnold completes it. This will be Stocker.
Now showing good hands on that catch for a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
Check him then, damn it.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option.
Get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And they nearly get this off.
Not quite well.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Being chased out left. And he'll find the rookie from Michigan, Nico Collins.
Get him, Neek. Nico just slid off in there and caught him one.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Another one caught by Collins. And they've got it inside the...
And it works, and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Dancing to his left.
Shit. They just took the sack. Should have took the damn sack.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Lindsey, 1st down and more than that. An anxious moment. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the 1st half, but when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better.
Good way to stay at home. Can't take.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
Oh, man. Here we finna go with this mess again.
Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to get the
3 INTs, man. One more and you gotta go, sir.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall. Touchdown! Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Watson. Caught here by Conley.
Oh, couldn't get out of it.
Second down and 8. Here's Watson. He's got Jordan complete. Chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's
Oh, this fucking game, man. Come on. It's glitching. I mean, it's lagging. Damn.
throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Finding room inside the 40. And he will slide.
Can't get him. Good one.
The offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Darnold completes it. They'll
Gotta
contain it.
contain it. Prepare for next week, I guess.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run. And that one covered beautifully. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Run him out of bounds. That's all we can do.
Executed because you saw him looking for the cut.
Yes.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. 3rd and long for Mills. Here's Johnson with a reception. And powering through at the 35. And he is. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And this is